Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Ookily dookily lookily. Wild energy at the moment. Now, protection on. A couple of you have mentioned for protection from external, it should be on the other wrist. This one I've put them on here and they feel right. So this is obviously where I'm supposed to put my protection bracelets. So thank you for your suggestions. But I've got to do what my guides tell me and what feels right from my own energetic being. And oh boy, full moon tomorrow night, which is the second for us down under, 2nd of April. Full pink moon, and full moon energies are just rough stuff for those of us that are connected in. What do I want to have a look at? Shady Vance has come out and on a podcast. Oh my goodness, where does these things go? On a podcast, on Benny Johnson's podcast, for Shady opened up about UFOs, expressing his personal belief that aliens are demons. Drew bemusement on social media, and as to why. In the wake of the regime registering the website, it's not live yet, but registering the website of aliens.gov. What the far out? Anyhow, suspected to be the first step in the Orange Twerp's promise to release government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life due to tremendous interest showing. So apparently Shady was on this podcast that he's too busy to visit Area 51. However, he said, I've got 3 years of the very tippy top of the classification. What the heck is tippy top? And I'm going to get to the bottom of it. He then referred to aliens as demons, prompting further inquiry, and then he went on. Shady seems to be doubling down on his religious intentions, which is really interesting considering the Pope's just come out and absolutely lambasted them. But I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to appeal to those that are fearful and believe religion is something external from oneself. So Shady came out, celestial beings who fly around, who do weird things to people. I think the desire to describe everything celestial, everything as otherworldly, to describe it as alien. I mean, every great world religion, including Christianity, the one that I believe in, has understood that there are weird things out there and there are things that are very difficult to explain. This guy's vice president with that, what did he just say? He concluded his theory by stating that one of the devil's great tricks is to convince people that the devil doesn't exist. Oh, whatever. Anyhow, I just want to know, why now? What's happening? So I've gotten out the Starseed Oracle and I've gotten out the predictions deck. Now, considering that Artemis 2 that I read on the other day and is supposed to be circling around the dark side of the moon, and I heard very clearly the other day that we humans are being told that the moon is off limits. Now, we visited, yes, I do believe in the moon landing in 1969. I do believe that we visited. But what Artemis is about setting up a base. It's about mining the moon. It's about setting up nuclear energy on the moon. Oh, just absolutely horrific. So I want to have a look. Why has Shady come out and made this statement? Because, I mean, to be honest, he's probably worded Benny Johnson up before. Ask this question, because they don't go on these podcasts without knowing what the questions are going to be. Why is Shady coming out now in regards to claiming that aliens are illegal? Let's have a look. If you haven't caught it, check out Hogarth's Monday live show. If you're busy, just at least even the first 15 minutes is fabulous about He also mentioned that the feels like the Matrix is glitching to try and get us on the correct timeline. I popped in about 5 or 10 minutes after he made that comment for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then had to get on with my day. Um, yeah, so it was just interesting that we used the same terminology the other day. Okay, why? Come on down, you can watch me shuffle. It's as exciting as watching paint dry. Why? Oh, you want to stop there. Okay, fair enough. Come on, keep coming down. Why is Shady saying this now? Assistance and help is on its way. Because if the US or is not real choose to use the Samson option. Now, if you don't know what the Samson option is, it's an is not real plan. Notice that the Orange Twerp has not mentioned the Yahoo, since the Yahoo allegedly, apparently, possibly was unalived. He did mention, I believe, 6 days ago, rejecting Is Not Real's call for the people of Iran to rise up, but he hasn't actually talked about or allegedly talked to the Yahoo. So, but the Samson plan and Is Not Real absolutely getting hammered. News has come out that they are having to limit the interceptor missiles that they fire off because they haven't got many left. They're desperately trying to adjust their other weaponry to become interceptors. The Samson plan is that pretty much if a country invades Is Not Real, they will launch nukes against that country. And it is something that is currently being discussed in the Is Not Real regime. And Gavir, or however you pronounce his name, I think it's Gvir from memory, he's a warmonger and a half. So assistance and help. Why is Shady? Now I call him Shady because goodness knows what his real name is. Imagine how many documents he'll have to produce to be able to vote. Assistance and help. Okay, the challenge is underground in hiding. So they're already amongst us. They're here to assist. They're already amongst us. They're not evil. They're not demons. Some of them are. The ones that probably are already in the White House. But they're already known. Okay. Mosquito airborne. Well, if that's a drone card, I don't know what this is. The energy that it's stewing in at the moment is mosquito airborne. If anyone knows what it's like to be bitten by mosquitoes, they seem to love us who are allergic to them. Energy that it's stewing in is the drone warfare. Okay. In the past, evidence of scandal, trying to cover up. So the EPS war is what is currently happening in the Middle East, failing miserably because the US, the Ruskies as well, in their conflict, and there is not real a fighting a 21st century conflict with 20th century technology. And we've got the darkness outage. Now, I did wonder about this actually, and I want to have another look because apparently the Iranian Revolutionary Guard is threatening 80 US companies are directly involved with AI and ICT. I didn't look to see what ICT is, but I'm assuming it's computer stuff. HP, Cisco, Oracle, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Meta, IBM, Dell, Palantir, Nvidia, Tesla, GP Morgan, and General Electric. I'm going to have a look at that in a separate reading. But I did wonder, last night I was watching, it was about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, Hogarth's Monday video. This is why I'm recommending you go and see it, because there was something going on there, not from Hogarth, and it kept getting to the point where he was talking about this Samson option, this nuke option, and the video kept freezing, like the internet connection kept freezing. I reset my tablet because I was watching it in bed on the tablet. I reset the tablet, turned it off, turned it on again. I reset, shifted from one internet source, from my home internet source to my phone. Hotspotting made no difference, still stopped in exactly the same point. I checked everything, and it kept stopping at that point in the video and just doing the loading circle, 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 circle. I thought, oh, well, maybe there's a problem with the internet. So I watched a video from Danny Shea instead. No problems whatsoever. Went back to the Hogarth video, and it started up again from, about 30 seconds before that stop point. Got to the stop point, stopped. Circle, circle, circle. I finished watching it this morning. But the fact that it kept doing that made me think about this 3 days of darkness, the internet going down. I don't think electricity will go down, but I think the internet, and speaking of electricity, the US regime just paid how many billions of dollars to a French company to not build their renewable energy infrastructure, turbines and solar panels, a solar panel farm, of which can be farmed underneath. Stock love grazing underneath in the shade, and it stops evaporation, and you can grow berries and things like that underneath them. So it's not valuable farming land, it's just you farm with them. But yeah, the energy over, we've got this darkness outage. I don't know where this darkness outage is going to come from, but this really made me think, make sure you got some candles, make sure you've got some tinned food, you don't have to be able to heat it up, and some water on hand. Okay, where are we going with this? Betrayed and backstabbed in the immediate future. Why is Shady coming out with this now? Because there is going to be this intention to betray and backstab. And I think this is the infighting that's happening in the White House, externally, worldwide on the earth. Worldwide outage, but this betrayal and backstabbing. I mean, this could, well, we'll see. Some sort of betrayal and backstabbing is under plotting. Worldwide earth, we've got security cameras capturing the event. Hopes and fears, stay put. Yeah, darkness outage, stay put. Make sure you have fuel in your vehicle, just in case you need it. A bit of cash on hand, doesn't need to be much, but just make sure you keep I'm not saying buy excess, just keep your pantry stocked. The hopes and fears, having to stay put. An uprising rebellion, the outcome in the big cities with unexpected results. You've got a submarine underwater. This could be, I mean, if there was submarine underwater that launched something at the capital of Iran. Is it Tehran? Let's see where it goes. Oh, and the unexpected result might be the extraterrestrials interfering. Energy weapon. Fuck. But then we've got the greater good. The greater good coming to the fore, the protection coming to the fore. Hopefully. Imprisoned, detained, drone strike, experimental test, politics and government, and rescue, revived. Change is coming. It cannot be stopped. What I'm getting out of this is that there may be the 3 days of darkness, or however long it is. Stay put, stay reassured. Something's going to be caught on the security cameras. It's going to affect worldwide. But what I think it is this energy weapon launched from a submarine at a big city being prevented from causing the energy weapon, the greater good, imprisoned, detained, drone strike, experiment test, politics, government, and then we've got this new rebuilding. Okay. So why? Okay, he's trying to get ahead of the game, is my feels there. That's just Spotty having a dream about something. Hang on a sec. Spotty, there you go. Oh, I'm just going to pause you and give him a cuddle. Hang on a sec. He went down the beach yesterday, so he was probably running along the sands into the water and having a lovely time, but that's aside. Okay. Just where do I go with this? I might grab the runic tarot. I'm not going to use the starseed oracle. I did get it out. What's that card on the top that's bent? Spreading, mutating. Okay. Spreading disinformation, mutating disinformation, which is a mutation of information. Why is, using the runic tarot with my cheat sheet over there, why is Shady gone on a podcast claiming that aliens are demons, that they are... Why? Why? Because they know. He knows. He knows why. Show me, again, show me why. Just fill in the blanks for me. As he said, he's got 3 years of tippity top classified information. Now, I thought it might be something to do with doubling down on the religion. He is not. That was the Ace of Cups that flipped over. Let's keep going. Why? Why? Fill in the blanks for me. Ace of Cups is about a cleansing and a new beginning, new relations, fertility. Why? Have a look. Divine justice, justice being bought, actions having consequences. Justice. challenged by volatile information coming out. We've got Fleon, or is this the oligarchs? Here at the base, in the past, we've got the whistleblower, Page of Swords, so we've got 2 pages. Rounding the reading, smoke, mirrors, delusion, poor choices, the birth of something new coming, which is more precious, something new coming forward, which is more precious than all of this power and greed and addiction and vanity and glory and all the rest of it. Let's see where we go. Keeping a lid on the, trying to keep a lid on the situation with this Queen of Cups, the Sun card. Fiery movement forward externally. I think he knows that is not real, a planning, to use the Samson strategy. And internally, betrayal, treason, heartbreak, loss, but there's my treason card. Secret dealings going on behind the scenes with this 9 of Cups. I mean, I know what the 9 of Cups is, but you know, you've got these people in the corner of the inn making some quiet arrangements, claiming a false victory. The fake, now I know this is the Hall of Valhalla, but I get this is not a real, you've got the Emperor at the end having the cups raised to him. It's the end of a cycle. I don't feel this is the real Hall of Valhalla. To me, this is, okay, a victory being claimed, the ending being bought, but it feels like sort of the back room down the side and around the corner fake hall. And the secrets being revealed. And the Tower card. Okay, can't do a reading without the Tower card. And the loss, the 5 of Pentacles, but the Ace of Wands, the information coming out about betrayal, stealing, lies, deceit, win at any cost, destruction on the battlefield. What game are you playing, Shady? I think he's preparing. What is, oh gosh, we've got Judgment, the Hanged Man, the Gift from the Past, and the Lovers, the plotting, the Lovers, the contracts and agreements. 3 majors on the bottom there with the Gift from the Past. I think he's planning a backstabbing. Oh gosh, and I split the deck and look what it is. The uncharted waters. And when I say split the deck, I picked it up from there. The Fool card. We are going to find ourselves in uncharted waters, and the one next that sort of tried to poke itself out, the Ace of Pentacles. And if you want the other side, it's my Biden card. New beginnings, new opportunities. What's your game, Shady? I think he's... What side are you playing? I mean, I think he's going to portray the orange twerp and his supporters. Are you going to... Let me ask. Are you going to blame any massive explosion on extraterrestrials? Is this what you're playing at, Shady? Are you planning holding on to what is really important and setting fire to the rest with that 4 of Pentacles? Are you planning to blame anything that goes horrific on extraterrestrials. So this is rabbit hole time. I'm right down there. Okay. The Seven of Swords. The lying, the stealing, the sneaking into camp, the betrayal. It's the steal. A high priestess trying to keep the bison in the room secret, but this is hidden agendas. God, my heart is racing. Eight of Pentacles. And then the Three of Wands. The warriors going overseas. Work happening behind the scenes. And then you've got the Five, the decimation. I mean, it's the decimation of the troops there, decimation of the protection with this lie. The Star. The death of a leader. Dark money behind the scenes with the Three of Pentacles. Disregard for human life with that Four of Cups. Or just disregard of what is precious and then stepping forward. He is planning on something that he's wanting to step into the top dog position. You've got government, higher authorities. This is higher than the government. Ace of Pentacles, the Fool, uncharted waters, and then the Ace of Swords, legal action. And strengthen whatever this big legal action is. You've got trapped by the messaging, being prepared. So Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, being prepared to burn everything down. You've got the Chariot, you've got the Russia, you've got the Page of Wands, and then you've got the Ten of Swords, and then you've got the Six, and then you've got the Tower and the Moon and the Lovers. Okay, this is really telling me it's not going to work. Whatever Shady is plotting, it is not going to work. And this takes me back to that reading I did about the interim government with NATO and the UN. Whatever he's plotting, it is not going to work because we've got here trapped by the information, prepared to burn everything down with that Four of Pentacles to keep hold. And then you've got the military and you've got connections with Russia and or the birth of something significantly new beginning. Like a kidney stone, it will pass. Can't do a reading without the Tower either, or the Moon on these mobs. Okay, I think he's plotting his own agenda to overthrow the current regime. It feels like something's going to happen. He's aware of something that is going to happen that is just going to be devastating or potentially devastating, that he wants to be able to, and there's yes. Yep, the Sun card. And, the Sun. Yeah, he's plotting something with, I would say, Gerver, however you like to pronounce it, the is not real dude, to bring about, to be able to claim victory, to overthrow the Orange Twerps portion of the regime. It's not going to work. It is absolutely not going to work. What a mess, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. That went down a rabbit hole I didn't expect. I mean, I literally wrote doubling down on religion, but that ain't where my guides and cards took me. Okay, let's see how it plays out. Love to you all. Take care.